and welcome to my fourth and last review of the first week of my October reviews. And today I will be reviewing the TV show Interview with the Vampire. The first season came out more than a year ago. I think it came out in 2022. The second season came out this year, and it was the most recent horror show that I watched, even though I don't necessarily consider Interview with the Vampire horror, or I am the worst person to classify horror things. I absolutely adore this show. It's getting into my list of favorite shows, and I think the way it's being crafted and the art and the acting and the way that it's being modernized and retold while still being quite faithful to the original material, it's genius. I cannot recommend Interview with the Vampire enough to people. Everyone that has been casted for the characters are superb at their roles, even when they don't fit the description, like they are described in the novels. They are still such a good match, and I like the difference and I like the changes, and especially in the second season, the art. It's so the first season already blew me away with the art direction, but the second season with the Theatre de Vampire, I was mind blown. It's so beautiful to watch, and the script, it's so well made, and now with the new characters being introduced, I am very excited about the third season. And this video is probably gonna be a more rambly than the other. All my videos are a bit rambly, right? It's how I work. So when I heard that they were making an Interview with the Vampire TV show, I was a bit skeptical. As much as I like the movie and I do like the novels, I was like, do we really need another version of Interview with the Vampire? Do we really, can't we make something new? But as soon as I start watching the first season and I watched it with my girlfriend, we were blown away. We loved the whole changes of the time period where it starts with Louis. I absolutely love that they just didn't choose a black actor to play Louis. They integrated that to the character, to the story, and I think that's so something that we don't see as often nowadays. I am all for diversity casting, and I think it's important to not have an all white cast and to have diverse characters, but the way that they did in Interview with the Vampire is the way that we should aspire to do and to see in other shows. It just like it was so beautiful. Like I'm without uh words, and there's so much thought going behind every character. Now in second season we get introduced to Santiago as a character, and in the novels he's quite young, and he in the TV show he's played by Ben Daniels, which is an older actor, fantastic actor, one of my favorite actors, and I'm very biased towards Santiago just because he's played by Ben Daniels. But the whole characterization of the character, when you read the actor talking about it and the art department talking about it, everything it's thought behind it. Like Santiago is supposed to have black hair in the novels, why he's bleached blonde in the show, and then it's the whole thought that goes behind of that probably Francis, which is the dead name of Santiago, was doing a play when he got turned and he had to bleach his hair for the play, and that's now as his vampiric self he has bleached hair. So everything has the little details are all, they are not just decided on a whim. They're, and I know a lot of productions have this, but the way that I think Interview with the Vampire is one of the peak of art that we have in TV nowadays, and I cannot praise the TV show enough for all that it's doing. The acting, I think like the cast is diverse not only in like color and ethnicity, but also in age and in gender, and I find that amazing. Like it shouldn't be as impressive, you know, it should be the norm, but because it isn't, it's so good, and I think that a lot of shows should inspire to be that norm. Shows and movies should be like that. And of course, we will have people just claiming that this TV show is woke, because of course they will. That's the world we live in, but that's that's the type of woke we need. It's not a diversity token. It's important. It's well done. The way that they are crafting the script and making the changes and adapting to things that happen in a different time. Like now we're gonna see the third season, which will be the rock star era of Lestat, which in the books is glam rock, but what we already saw in the preview of the third season, it seems like they're going with a more modern type of rock, like almost Måneskin style, and it matches because his rockstar style is happening at least 2024, which is the modern type of rock. So if he wants to be super famous, that's what we should get. And I just have praises to say about Interview with the Vampire. The entire cast, Jacob as Louis, fantastic. Sam as Lestat, I could not picture anyone else. Assad as Armand. I fucking hate Armand, but Assad played him so craftily and masterfully well that just makes him hate him more. He's a very intricate character, and I absolutely love everyone. I could name every single actor and actress in this show and just be yes, perfect. Everything is perfect in this show. And there were things that sometimes I'm watching the scene and like, I wish they didn't do that, but then later on it matches to something else. I'm like, never mind. I'm glad that they did what they did. Yeah, I really love this show, and it's easy getting on my favorite TV shows list, and I hope it doesn't get canceled because most of my favorite shows get canceled. So, but yes, if you're looking for good LGBTQ representation, and when I say good, I don't mean like goody two shoes, just well done. Well done LGBTQ plus representation, good diverse cast, good acting, good story, good everything. I cannot recommend enough. Interview with the Vampire by AMC. Please watch this show. It deserves all the love that it can receive. It's 100 out of 10 for me. That's the last video of this week. We just came out of the Still Wakes the Deep, which I trashed the game to its core, and now I praise the show as a grand rambling of how much I love Interview with the Vampire. So hope you look forward to the next week, which is gonna all be about Frankenstein. See you then.